Now we're about halftime of this episode 221, but I'm gonna call full time on this NBA draft, and I'm gonna tell you who the winners and the losers were for the 2025 NBA draft. Let's hop into it. The first winner, and it's easy, it's the Dallas Mavericks. They get Cooper Flagg, case closed, no need to talk about it. Cooper Flagg, Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, D'Angelo Russell, Klay Thompson, and that great core to go for the next few years. Cooper Flagg, next NBA superstar. Dallas Mavericks, get him, their winner. Next loser in the NBA draft, who I think was a big loser actually, is the Philadelphia 76ers. It's not hating on VJ Edgecombe as a player, but I guess it is. Because VJ Edgecombe isn't a top 3 pick in my opinion. Now, I love the story. I love everything about VJ Edgecombe as a person. I like the way his energy, his dunks, everything on there. But as a number 3 overall pick in Philadelphia, well, you don't need the pick. You could have traded the pick. You could have gone actual proven superstar. Where does VJ Edgecombe fit? Quentin Grimes, Jared McCain, a few other guys on this team that already play his position. Now, what are you going to do with VJ Edgecombe? Some people say, yeah, it's just for depth. Okay, if you're saying that, then why are you spending a number 3 overall pick on a guy who's just going to be a bench player for his whole career? Because Jared McCain, he's not going to give up his starting spot to VJ Edgecombe. VJ Edgecombe can't play small forward. He can't play point guard. You got Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCain at the 1-2 punch for the next 10 years, in my opinion. Where does VJ Edgecombe fit in there? They're a loser for me, in my opinion. Sixers, a loser in the NBA draft. Next loser, I think, that lost the NBA draft, and it's kind of unfortunate because I do like the players they picked. I just don't like where they got picked, and the Brooklyn Nets didn't trade any of their 5 picks. You have 5 rookies going in next season. You had 5 first-round picks last Wednesday night, and you didn't trade any of them. What if you trade all of them? What if you got a superstar? What if you got a good player? You didn't try? Oh, Brooklyn, what are you doing? I like the players. I like Danny Wolf. I like Ben Saroff. I like Nolan Traore. I like Yegor Durman. I like Drake Powell a little bit. That was probably my least favorite pick out of the 5. But I just don't get it for Brooklyn. 5 rookies is a lot of rookies, and all of them are known as big passers. Danny Wolf is a center, but he's known as a passing center. Michigan guy, in my opinion, which I love Danny Wolf. It's a great pick for the Nets. But the other 4 guys, Yegor Durman, point guard, where does he fit with Cam Thomas? These picks could have been traded. What if you wanted to move up? What if you wanted to get an Ace Bailey? You couldn't have traded 3 of the first 5 picks to trade up with Utah, Charlotte, even Philadelphia. What about San Antonio? You could have done that. Come on. Trade those 5 first-round picks. You would have had a winning grade for me. But no, losers are the Brooklyn Nets. Now, a big winner in this NBA draft for me was actually the Utah Jazz. I love the Utah Jazz, their draft they had. They took Ace Bailey at number 5. And yes, there's rumors that Ace Bailey wasn't happy to go there, but he is. You got Walter Clayton Jr., who was a great player last season. And it was kind of mind-boggling for me at the moment because you have Colin Sexton, you have Isaiah Collier, you have Keontae George, but I trade off of Colin Sexton. You can start Isaiah Collier, you can have Walter Clayton off the bench, you can have Keontae George, you can have Ace Bailey, you're going to have Lauri Markkanen, you're going to have Walker Kessler. That's a great starting 5, and a 6-man on Walter Clayton Jr. Big winner, in my opinion, is Utah. Well done, Danny Ainge and Austin Ainge. Loser, next loser I've got right here, is the Toronto Raptors. Well, first of all, you're firing the best executive in the NBA outside of Sam Presti and Masai Ujiri, but he also took Colin Murray-Boyles for you. Maybe that's his parting gift. I like Colin Murray-Boyles as a player. I just don't love him fitting in Toronto. Toronto probably should have taken a Kamal Malawak or a Derek Queen. Colin Murray-Boyles can't shoot the ball for anything. Toronto needs shooters. I don't get this pick right here. Loser, in my opinion, Toronto Raptors. Next loser is the Memphis Grizzlies. Notice I got a lot more losers on this list than winners. I think I've only got 1 more winner left on this list. But the Grizzlies, they took Cedric Coward at pick 11. They trade up to get Cedric Coward. Cedric Coward started his career at D3, no name in Washington. Then he went over to Eastern Washington, played pretty well there, but it's Eastern Washington. Went over to Washington State for 1 season. You know how many games he played in Washington State his 1 season? 6. Averaged 20 points a game, but 6 games. A 6-game sample size gets him the number 11 overall pick. Played 6 games in college this season. And before that, he played for Eastern Washington. Transfer at Duke, didn't play a game for them because he decided to enter the NBA draft, really use them for clout. I don't like Cedric Coward as a player. I don't like the Memphis Grizzlies and what they're doing right here. Big loser for Memphis. And the last one on the winner-loser list is the Phoenix Suns, a huge winner, in my opinion. It was weird because they got Kamal Malawak at number 10, which was a huge steal, and then they traded for Mark Williams. It's almost like they were going to get Mark Williams anyways, and that's like, whoa, Kamal Malawak's still on the board. Well, we got to take him. You see the video of Rich Paul and Matt Ishbia, Suns owner, Kamal Malawak's agent, Rich Paul. They wanted a partnership between Phoenix and Malawak. And Malawak could one day be the best prospect out of this whole entire class. He has that type of potential. A guy who just started playing basketball, went through the NBA Africa program, ended up at Duke, had a good season at Duke, and now he's a top 10 pick. And Phoenix rebuilds by getting 2 great centers on draft night. Big winner, Phoenix. And that's about for the winners and losers in the NBA draft.